We're meeting Mr. Lobster Man. Nice to meet you. How do you pick up a brown crab?
And that's common brown crab,
just like
female.
Callum goes out in the morning, collects beautiful things like this, and supplies many of the restaurants in Cornwall. Yeah, wow.
Bye, Callum!
Here begins the best ever Cornwall road trip we'll ever do, Will.
Every time we show this itinerary to anyone, they go,
holy mackerel.
This is actually one of my favourite spots. Cheers.
And this whole thing's happened, right, because we got a very exciting email the other day from Nutella. And they said, hey guys, do you want to go on a road trip to Cornwall? Do we like road trips? Do we like Cornwall? Do we like sun? Do we like each other? Do we like Nutella? Yeah.
Nutella is celebrating the most beautiful parts of the UK, and it doesn't get much better than Cornwall.
And Will, are we going to anywhere that we featured in the film 5 years ago?
We are not, mate.
No way.
No way, baby.
So let's rewind to this morning when we're getting a little bit frisky in the sea.
It's day one of the best Cornwall road trip we'll ever go on. We heard about a quiet beach down a little trail, and that is exactly how we want to kick our day off. With the water and the sun.
Yes, mate.
It's absolutely bonkers. So big up Nutella, because you've sent us here on probably the best week Cornwall's ever had. So I'm going to wake up with Nutella right now, Will.
Feels like a good way to start the day, bro.
Yogurt berries, toasted seeds, mile radius.
Special.
Oh, it's a limited edition.
Special jar.
Bloody hell, that looks like where we are. How about that?
Cheers, brother. Little teaspoon for me. Yeah?
Yeah, it tastes like pure nostalgia to me, Will. There are few places in the world that are better than Britain on a day like today. Yep, we get it, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does,
Oh boy, it hits.
this is very exciting. So this is our first lunch. We're gonna have two, because why not? So this is Outlaw's Fish Kitchen, one of the oldest buildings in Port Isaac. Well, you can kind of tell, a structural engineer's nightmare, isn't it? Nathan Outlaw is a very well-known chef.
Doesn't even fit in his own kitchen.
Big in... He's so big, he's 6'5", we can't work in there, which is quite weird because this is like one of his main restaurants. So when you're hiring people, you sort of have like a height limit, like a roller coaster.
It naturally filters them out.
Oh yeah, you've absolutely smashed it there.
Yeah.
I used to be 6'4" though.
We've just been with Callum, who's out there fishing for lobster, cuttlefish, crabs. I'm particularly excited for the native lobsters that we've just seen being caught. Well, brought in. They do like a feast stew broth thing with turbot, cuttlefish, lobster, all good stuff. Quite strong to be eating at 11 a.m, but when you're having two lunches like we are, you had to start early. Okay, a little reveal, Will. These are little dumplings stuffed with a lobster mousse. Here we go. A little dipping sauce of a lobster reduction with mirin, rice wine vinegar. This is cured brill. Cure it in salt and cucumber juice, and then top it off with some smoked cod's roe, a bit of cucumber, and they sort of serve it sashimi style. So a little pump of smoked cod's roe, but that does a lot. That's delicious. Oh! Whoa! Oh! The smell. So these are disco scallops. Oh, what's a disco? What's a disco?
What's a disco scallop, mate?
I'll tell you, Will. They put almost like a lobster pot down, and it has a flashing light.
And a speaker.
You have to have 128 BPM house music, just and basically these little scallops, like Pac-Man, just go, and they jump in for the party. And these scallops have harissa butter on top of them. I like it when scallops still have a bit of bite to them. Oh, gosh, that's good. The native lobster that we saw Callum catch here on the plate, just cooked with parsley, butter, not too much human intervention, you know? This will probably be the shortest period of time where I've eaten a lobster from sea time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is wondrous. Pure claw meat. What a privilege to be eating this. Crikey. We're so lucky, man. Also, it's not the biggest lobster, but God, it's a good one. Siden's pots. Not a fish stew. I mean, it's not a stew. It's just not a stew. And I had a bit of this stock in the kitchen, and dear me, it's good. Oh yes! You get fish stock, you get shellfish stock. This is a combination of both. You got turbot in there, you got lobster heads in there, all good stuff. Get a bit of asparagus to make my wee smell funny. I mean, there is a smorgasbord of scents in my hooter. So this Poseidon's pot is just served at lunchtime. It's part of a lunchtime feast, because when you come here, it's not a working lunch. Do you know what I mean? It's not an express service. It is a long, lazy, enjoyable affair.
Right.
Oh, lots of Michelin-star restaurants that are sort of, fine dining and stuff. This is not that. This is beachy, it's relaxed. But the food, the quality, it's just like the greatest hits of the sea. Wow, Will, had a good start so far. It's dangerous when this happens, isn't it? When you start so high. Austin was like this. Bam, bam, bam.
Rock, paper, scissors, who's going to drive?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'll drive.
Next up on our wonderful sunshine tour, Bluntrock Brewery.
Oh, it looks good.
Started by two young guys, George and
Hugo.
It's a lockdown project. They're having a little quarter-life crisis. What the hell do we do with our lives? The one beer that really kicked things off for them, that brought them into somewhat of the mainstream in Cornwall, is pagan juice. I think we should have some pagan juice, Will. How much pagan juice do you sell compared to other stuff?
It's about 50% of production.
Really?
Yeah. This is the small brewery. We've been brewing.
This is like a dollhouse brewery.
Exactly.
This container, this is where it all started. The very micro brewery. Nano brewery, but now they've outgrown this. They have a much bigger brewery around the corner. And this is a little bit of an ornament now.
Good for like pilot brews and recipe development and brewing really strong beers that we just like to drink ourselves.
Nice.
Yeah.
There are so many craft beer brands in the world now, which is a great thing. And they're all very heavily branded, they've got great artwork, but I do think that Bluntrock Brewery is up there, in the upper echelons of great branding. It's just so fun. You recognise this from the previous location, if you have a good memory, which is very delicious. Very fragrant lager. This is what I'm about to drink in draft form, Japanese rice lager, crisp, crushable. Pagan juice. You know what pagan is, Will?
I did, probably back at school.
Up we go. Nice. Old school Oakleys.
Old school.
Do I look like I'm going fast? I always feel
So,
like
if you put those on and you drive the Volvo, you might achieve speed.
Whoa, it's comfortable. I mean, the sunroof is a bit pony, and you
4D.
got a bit of stains on the lining, but apart from that,
Yeah, I know. I need to redo the roof lining too.
you're never going to do that.
But probably won't.
Right, double smash from Fat Pepper. Container, little resident kitchen. They got Josh from Fat Pepper in there, cooking up smash burgers, load of fries, sometimes some chicken wings. That's really nice. Also really good after 2 bites. Those are katsu fries. And these right here are the bacon loaded fries with bacon dust on. And we're trying to work out what bacon dust is. I think it's a state of mind.
Static flavour.
A grub. Will, we may be 2 boys, but this place is 4 boys. Named after 4 brothers who have got together to open this restaurant. And it is so well loved by the people of Cornwall. It's so heavily recommended to us. We've walked in there, met the head chef of Outlaw's Fish Kitchen, because this is where chefs want to go on their day off. They're just a bunch of lovely lads, aren't they? Just doing what they really want to do.
So yeah, it was an existing cafe for a very long time, and we stepped in, like, naively thought that this would be like received with sort of open arms, and it's what the area was crying out for, but it actually took a good 12 months to find our customers.
My good friend who lives here says, verbatim, Jess, I don't care what the in Cornwall, just make sure you go to 4 Boys. Just promise me you'll go to 4 Boys. To kick things off at 4 Boys, some monkfish crudo cured for about 35 minutes with a blood orange dressing. I think monkfish is probably my favourite monkfish, but I don't think I'm particularly...
Sorry?
What? Saltfish croquettes with a gorgeous garlic aioli. Aioli?
What we do is quite simple, and the menu changes the whole time, and it's supposed to be a bit of fun. We don't take it too seriously. You know, we got a house wine on tap. It's just, yeah, it's supposed to be a bit of fun.
This right here is their cuttlefish ragu, cavatelli. Cavatelli is my pasta of choice. Just has such a good bite to it. And this right here is their house-made, what did they say it was? Farfalle? What is this pasta shape called again? Farfalle. This is their house-made farfalle with brown camel.
You said farfalle?
I can't talk. This is their house-made farfalle. That's really delicious. Very garlicky, but a really intense brown crab flavour. That's gorgeous.
Take the brown meat from the crab, we cook it with garlic and chilli, emulsify with a bit of pasta water, white crab meat goes in, finish with lemon juice and parsley. Yeah.
On the whole, we certainly want to be recognised as one of the best places to eat in Cornwall, but we're not trying to do something that's like too perfect or put together. Even down to like the way things are plated. There should never be any like tweezers or anything along those kind of lines.
Thank you very much.
Good to meet you.
And you.
Great to meet you, George. Top man, thank you very much. 4 Boys. Didn't disappoint, did it, Will?
Bro, didn't.
Thanks for having us. Cheers, Sachin. Woo! This wonderful place, really gorgeous, stunning little location, is our home for tonight. One night only, but this is the Pig. The wonderful Niall here is making us a little welcome cocktail, a white Negroni, using 3 quite local spirits, 2 Cornish, 1 Bristolian, keeping it very close.
Seems like it's cocktail time now. Sweet. Or something where they're sort of in the margarita family.
Oh, it's spicy. Oh, wow.
Goodness me.
Goodness me. What bird's that, Will?
Sparrow.
Nope. You know your spicy picante here?
I haven't had a sip yet.
Chili's used to infuse the tequila. They're growing in this little here greenhouse. It's cool, isn't it? How many species of raspberries do you grow at your house?
Not many, actually.
Right, here they have 5. All Gold, Joan Jay, Cascades Delight, Glen Ample, and Polka.
Name 2 occasions that you might need a different raspberry for.
Funerals.
Yeah.
And bar mitzvahs.
I was going to say that. All right. Oh, gosh. You all right? What have you been up to in there?
Nothing. Jesus. This is opulent, isn't it? Bloody hell. Woo! William. You got a bathtub and a separate shower.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Wagon wheel.
Here's my wagon wheel.
Here's my wagon wheel. Would you look at this?
I'm inside your wagon wheel. I mean, that wheel.
I have an indoor shower option, or, because I'm the adventurous type, I have an outdoor shower.
Nice, man.
Yeah? Yeah. Like this.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah? Will,
Yep.
we have been wonderfully transported by the people at the Pig to Wadebridge for Plonk'd.
Big up, Olivia.
This is where the Cornish locals, especially the hospitality scene, seem to live. But Johnny and Jess, this wonderful couple, it felt like nothing here is really where we want to hang out. How hungry are you feeling? Because we're going to have a little bit of Cornish tapas.
I'm up for it, man.
Thank you very much. It's my Berka shoulder. Why is the Berka ham so good? Because they feed the pigs acorns.
Fair enough on the fingers.
And it's some roasted red peppers with whipped goat cheese and some anchovies on top. The real, funky creaminess of the goat cheese and the tang of the roasted pepper, the saltiness of the anchovy. Bliss. Right, Johnny's come with gifts again.
Ham on anchovy.
Don't block the camera, Johnny. Sorry, John, it's been a long day. Charred al dente asparagus. And this chorizo aioli is really good. Johnny and Jess obviously have a love of San Sebastian, Basque, you know? You can do a Mediterranean vibe very easily in this part of the world because the ingredients base is there. Well, ribs. If a rib wasn't good enough, it's a rib with a honey, soy, and sherry glaze.
What's on top?
Crackling, yeah. Crackling. Fall off the bone, melt in your mouth. Sprinkled on crackling is absolutely inspired. Oh, that looks like a good bite. Oh, is it a good bite?
Yeah.
So it's like a very Asian thing to do, right? Where you take out the chicken wing from its skin and restuff it. The bone from the chicken wing is there. I don't think it will be there, but maybe it will be. Oh, do. You've got the deep fried batter, which gives it a real rich crunch. Then the sopressata sausage, which is very loose, really rich, packed full of herbs. This is decadent. Right, so thank you very much. Look at the
One each as well.
I like how gooey it is there. So Jess was making, after the trip to San Sebastian, was making Basque cheesecake every 3 days to perfect this recipe. It's got no business being this bouncy, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. That's unreal, dude. I want to relive that moment. That first juicy, wet, delicious moment. That is disarmingly good. When Jess brought 2 pieces over, I was like, that's unnecessary. How do you make this?
Bro, exceptional.
And we've got the only taxi in all of Cornwall to pick us up.
Bye! Morning, bro.
Good morning. You know in my wagon I have the choice of 2 showers, indoor and outdoor.
What? Jealous.
Yeah, I know. Went for the outdoor, obviously, because I'm rock hard.
Wakes you up, baby.
I really want to spend as much time at the Pig as possible, so I thought we'd have breakfast here, Will, by my cabin.
Wagon, bro.
Sorry, wagon wheel.
It's a wagon wheel.
Got some porridge from the breakfast table, some little raspberries grown here, because of course everything's grown at the Pig, isn't it?
you got in your little bag then?
Wake up with Nutella in Cornwall, that's what we're doing.
Look at the scene, mate.
I know. I mean, it's a pretty fabulous gig, isn't it? I've really loved it here.
It's perfect in every way.
So close to the beach, gorgeous house, wonderful gardens, and birds.
Jeepers.
God, they are really mouthy around here, and I love it. Okay, Will,
Thank you, pig.
are you ready to leave the pig?
No.
Are you ready to get in the car and go drive to see more Cornwall?
Yay!
Firstly, let's give another round of applause to the weather. It's really doing some remarkable stuff. We have it on good authority that this is the best bakery in Cornwall. Gorse Bakery, ladies and gents. Formerly a meatpacking unit, but the landlord's vegan, he didn't want that anymore. Nat and Anna, formerly a couple, now they're just business partners. They started in their flat in lockdown.
I can't think of a single restaurant that didn't start in lockdown, to be honest.
Yeah, but especially bakeries. 2 years ago, they moved into this unit, and it's a pretty wonderful place to work. And Nat's been a chef all his life, and he used to work with Ben Marks at Perilla. And how much do we love Ben Marks? Even though he wasn't a baker pre-lockdown, he still had that chefiness in his veins. Oh, that looks lovely. Is that a spatula or a knife? There you go. Oh, look, it's getting chefy. Sorry, I'm really digging you out, I don't know why. So fun doing that, isn't it?
Should we go play?
This is the roast beef sandwich with slatherings of horseradish cream. Gorgeous and pink. Look at that, that's just perfect beef. Oh, sesame crust on that is so nice. Nice zing from the horseradish. I love that.
Fancy life as a baker?
No, I'd eat all my profits. So how much of your morning trade is like your morning baked goods compared to your lunchtime stuffs?
50-50, to be honest. We try and get enough pastries for everyone to sort of at midday, and then it goes into lunch.
So this is a cheese toastie with beer braised onions, the garlic aioli. Obviously, all the bread is Gorse bread. Oh my goodness. That is a phenomenal toastie. You can taste the beer in the braising of the onions. How is it so gooey?
Cheese sauce, then the cheddar, then the braised onions.
It's so gooey because they put cheese sauce in the toastie. Oh, there's one thing I like in life, Will, that's a BLT. And they do a mean BLT here, I can tell you that for free. This is their BLT. They just mush it into all the bacon fat. Oh, did you see the explosion of crumb? There's something very different going on here, and it's this sort of like little green sauce up here called zug. Green chili, coriander, jalapenos, a bunch of other good green stuff. And it gives it a really awesome flavour. I don't think everything's amazing, by the way, like I really don't. However, all of this stuff's amazing. I feel like Gorse really embodies what this new Cornwall has become. In lockdown, so many people moved to this wonderful part of the country, but they brought with it like all their experience. So when we last filmed here 5 years ago, and it was a little bit traditional, but now there's just so many more young people here doing really awesome things.
Thank you very much, guys.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Oh, bye, man.
See you, dude.
Road trip, baby.
Oh man, I feel like I've got goosebumps. I'm just having such a nice time. Everything is so lush and gorgeous, and a lot of Cornwall is painted in white and blue, and it really pops. It almost takes like a bit of a Santorini quality to it, when you've got blue skies. And do you know what I mean? 5 years ago, when we were last in Cornwall filming, we featured a place called Hidden Hut, this old National Trust hut right on the sea, doing really remarkably good food when you'd expect it to just be slinging like fish and chips or something. That place is owned by a guy called Simon Stallard. He's a cool guy, very Cornwall, kind of bohemian, but also knows what he's doing. This place right here is his new venture. At the Standard Inn, I bought this place about 3.5 years ago. It has been a humongous money pit. He's repeatedly thought, why have I bought a place that's full of damp? Pulled the carpet up and there was grass growing underneath. And so where are we now? We're in Portscutho.
Like a small sort of fishing village, but I mean, we're literally, as a crow flies, we're probably a mile door to door from the hut.
Oh really?
Yeah, so
Is
it's
that
literally
close?
just, and the beach is just down the road, and the hut's just on the beach over there.
Why have you bought this whole pub?
Well, we only lived just up the road, and I guess, you know, just kept on coming past it. It's been on the market for like 5 years. There's an elderly couple in here that just like ran the pub for, I don't know, 20 years, and I think it just became quite tired. They didn't have any food. It was only open a couple of nights a week. It was just like where they lived, really, more than anything. Right. And I like that sort of like pub grill style food. The coast meets the grill meets a pub, and got brilliant sort of grill station out there, and we can actually just cook some like really simple but like beautiful fresh fish and stuff.
We have a selection of hand-dyed scallops here, cooked on the fire. Oh yeah. How many times does Simon say to us, "Can't get this"?
This is the stuff that you can't get. You can't get in London. You can't get this.
They're big claws, aren't they?
You can get them double the size out. You can't get these.
Lovely bit of char, smokiness. It's beautiful. I love mackerel.
We're half a mile, not even that, from the beach. It's like, we should celebrate that.
The freshness is unbelievable.
We just try not to do too much with any of it. It's just like literally in, a quick clean, and then straight onto the grill.
Some beautiful bass on beetroot. Love the colours as well. They're also satisfying to look at. Oh.
We had to put all the electric in. There was no running water, like there was no heating system at all. Everything was just powered off of an old log burner. The whole place was just damp, and I was like, oh, I just bought.
So it was always called the Standard?
It's called the Royal Standard.
Yeah.
And then we just basically dropped the Royal.
Right, yeah. I thought you'd had this all made, because it goes so beautifully with like all the colours and stuff, but no, you found this in the car park under rubble.
Yeah.
Nice.
After 3 years now, I really feel like we sort of got to a place where we're doing what we love and people are loving what we sort of offer here as well.
Yeah, this is lovely.
This is from the last ever fire engine in Exeter.
Sorry. But this is it, right? A Friday, Saturday afternoon, frozen mugs aplenty, brown crab, cheese fondue with chips. That crab like fondue thing is ridiculous. Oh, you've done a proper job on it. It's absolutely stunning.
Oh, cheers, man.
I imagine this sort of kicks off. I mean, it almost feels like it's like a Spanish party place.
It's got a great atmosphere. We do like a dish with like wood-fired crab claws. So we take the whole crabs, take the claws off, and we just smash them, we roast them in the oven, and you do the rest.
Well, we have filmed in about 2,000 restaurants over 10 years of TOPJAW. It's the first time I've been given a hammer as an eating utensil.
You can just come in here and have like a portion of fries and just a pint. You don't have to come in and have like a full big hoolie, but we've got it if you want it.
Is this quite a common way of serving crab claws?
I just can't be bothered to pick them.
Do you want to do it or should I do it?
No, I'd love it if you did it. I like when you prep my food.
Thanks so much. Good to see you guys.
No, pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
North Street Kitchen next up. Another couple of Londonites, well, in 2020, decided to leave London, but actually before the pandemic. But Ethan was actually head chef of this place, and Fitzroy up the road, which is like a fine dining place. And the owners during lockdown were like, do you know what? We just don't want to run restaurants in Cornwall anymore. And just 1 year ago, almost the day, North Street Kitchen became theirs. Oh, hey, man!
Yeah, very good. What?
Fellow filmmaker,
What are the
internet
chances?
person.
Just walking past this lovely spot.
This is
TOPJAW in the wild.
Did you love this one?
I love. This is actually one of my favourite spots in Cornwall. I'm not just saying that for camera. It's fantastic.
Lala, what
Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is for?
Give.
Do you know what this is for? Let me show you what this is for. Lila, come on, let's go. Yeah, and she pulls me along.
Jeez!
Come on.
Wow.
Oh my God, she literally pulls you along. What?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that feels like reckless.
This is it. This is where we're cooking happens, yeah. It's not huge,
Not huge,
but like, it's big
but
enough.
it's not tiny.
Everything has to be in exactly the right spot all the time, otherwise like everything falls apart.
You got all your, your tubs where you take all the stuff. It's all very.
It's all very organised,
It's
hopefully.
Rye crackers.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, that's not my writing. Basic premise is like start a day with like a full blackboard of menu, and then things kind of just get crossed out as we go. Here we've got some fried pollock, so it's line caught pollock. It's like a little classic tempura batter. And on the side we've got a curry mayonnaise.
Is that good or bad? I don't know.
Ethan, that is wicked.
Ethan, that is wicked.
Yeah, there you go.
Right,
Sounds better when I say it. But
Yeah, why does it sound so
yeah.
So it's some rye crackers, some line caught butterfly mackerel, and then obviously just in the middle we've also got some focaccia there.
Is this baked in Cornwall?
Yeah, baked.
Do you know what it smells like? It smells like Madeira cake.
Well, we've got two fishermen basically we buy most of our fish from. The guy that works for us, who works like part-time as a chef and like part-time as a fisherman.
Yep.
He's called Jordan. He lands like, what I'm gonna say is like categorically the best fish in Cornwall.
The gal's good. You're right, you boomer.
No one has a ringtone
Jesus,
anymore, do they?
I got my ringtone on, yeah.
I'm just filming.
Chefs really like the place. Because it's hard to do things simply, but then also make them really delicious.
The food scene in Cornwall is really, really exciting.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of places. Coombs Head Farm is amazing. That's not far from me. Run by Tom.
Is that in Cornwall, not in Dorset?
No, it's Devon is next to Cornwall, not Dorset. But it's in Cornwall. There's tons of great restaurants. And what I love about the food in Cornwall, one of the things, is how local it is. So much of the produce is sourced here locally. And yesterday I was with Simon, and all the produce came from nearby. Like, it was literally pointing to the field there and down to the sea where it's come from.
What's been your best day here ever? Just in your heart.
I actually love this time of year. Like May is kind of the one we were saying earlier, like it's not too busy, but you get the best weather. So it's sort of just like that perfect combination, but everyone who comes here is just so happy because they're just like, they've lucked out. They've come to Cornwall at the perfect time.
Exhibit A.
Yeah, you've absolutely nailed it.
Hola! They've been very sweet to open up for us, completely out of hours. Very delicious food in a very delicious environment.
So nice, isn't it? Lovely to see the river running by. Is that the river or is that the sea?
Oh, I think that's the sea, dude.
I think it's an estuary.
Yeah.
It's brackish, technically, which is a mixture of fresh and seawater.
Okay, you win.
Really particular.
Well, Jack, I owe you an apology.
I think you owe me a drink.
I owe you an apology. I'm not going to give you one, but I owe you one.
I'd like to claim a drink. Can we go do that now?
Let's go and get a drink.
Great. And an ice cream. You look very American for some reason wearing
Do you remember that picture of Daniel Radcliffe when he has like 8 dogs and they're all around his waist? Like,
I haven't seen that.
oh my God.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Lila, this is, look, when we're in a pub, we're in a public place, you can't be doing this, okay? Cheers. What a day. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Oh, Lila.
What'd you cook for yourself?
It's the blue eyes. They're just.
What'd you cook for
yourself? Just fall into the blue eyes. It's so attractive.
Shut up. What's the longest you've driven for a date?
Right, let's just pop you down here.
What's your house like? Is it nice?
Oh. Yeah, I'm so sorry. She's absolute trouble. Lila, come here.
Bye, bro.
I'll have a hug.
Great to see you. Oh, now you're interested. This is nice. We have one final stop on this wonderful Cornwall road trip, and that is Edie's. I think it's pronounced Edie's. It might be pronounced Edie's, but Edie's feels right. Let me welcome you to my bedroom. Crikey, we've done this a gag a few times, haven't we? Oh, it's nice. Look at that big LCD TV. Can we watch some TV? Look at those houses that just have gardens down the cliffs into the water. I mean, they are pretty caras, right? Have you seen my sink?
No.
There's a fossil. There's loads of fossils. Fossil. They know there's not many fossils in there. It belongs to a museum. Do you know what the weirdest thing is?
No.
I'm actually quite hungry. Nigel and Kelly opened this place about 7 years ago. It's their first own restaurant venture. But Nigel's a well-trained chef. Worked for Raymond Blanc for 5 years. He's a pretty big deal. And this place would be their business. And they named it Edie's after their eldest daughter. Edie's are kind of known for their soufflés. You Google Edie's to read about it, they'll mention a soufflé. They often have one of the starters, a savoury one like this, twice-baked Gruyere cheese one, which has a very floaty, bouncy texture. I really like it. It's better test it. Well, fish soup with crab and apple salad. Very rich, a little bit smoky. And I like the combination of the hot soup with the cold crab and apple salad. It's a very satisfying experience for the tongue. Have you seen how high our beds are in our apartment? You've got a step to get into your bed. Okay, well, this is fun. Carrot and potato rosti, I'll have you know, with some free-range chicken, little salsa verde, some carrot puree, lots of juicy bits, with some crunch texture. Very satisfying, very comforting. And that's, I think, exactly what they want to do here. Nothing too complicated, well-made Cornish food. Cornish egg, some potatoes, some wilted greens, sweet vermouth cream. Oh, that's lovely. Cockles. Go yeah for cockles.
What do we have here, Governor?
Rhubarb crumble, baked Alaska. So you have a bit of Victoria sponge on the bottom.
Thank you very much.
Then you have ice cream. Then you have the meringue. There goes my hero. Watch him as he comes. Kenny, could you stand here so you're in the middle of the shop?
It's a nice shot.
As in, like, talking to us?
Yeah, no, facing that one. Thank you. That was all awesome.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah,
Loved it.
Cornwall, from start to finish, it's been 100% fabulous. And everything has been a wonderful way to finish at Edie's. Thank you, Nutella, because without you, we wouldn't have done this trip. So thank you for putting it into our universe. If you want weather like this in Cornwall, then you have to subscribe to TOPJAW or else the rain will come.